Hey, feel I'm in the mood for a switch up. I hit the function, hit the rose till I hiccup. I hit the stage and leave with money that say stick up. She picture perfect, so I told him I'm a flick up.
Thoughts on the SN95?
Alright. I'm not really a fan of them except Mr. Scott Johnson's over here. That one's pretty clean.
Yeah, that one's 1998. Ooh. Cobra.
Can you open this?
It has like 40,000 miles on it. It's basically spanking new.
I have to check audio. Where's the Instagram?
Getting an old Coyote.
Yeah, we're swapping
more.
it. We're taking, what is it, 4 valve? We're taking the 4 valve out and putting a Gen 1 in it because he's tracking the car so we can, I don't know, rev it up a little bit higher. What's up? Suggestion. What's the plan of the car? Are you gonna track it, just street race, drag race, roll race? What's the plan? Okay.
I'm more or less a fan of the iBox Sportline just because of how good it looks.
Look at how opened up my hair looks with those freaking headphones on. I gotta get me like.
Of course, brother. Of course.
A 4.
But for suspension, I mean, most people go with the Cedar Progressives because it's kind of like an in-between of the BMRs and the
Street with
iBox.
track occasionally,
Right.
yeah, Cedar Progressives right away.
Yep.
I have those on my car. I used to have BMR drag springs. They're great for racing, but they're just literally terrible for looks.
Right.
They literally just look like your stock.
Yeah, I
They
mean-
just perform a lot better. So I'd go with Cedar Progressives, and then just based on that, see what the car is lacking, what it's not lacking, then we add and subtract.
Right. And you can always use shocks and struts and stuff like that as well. You know what I mean? It won't hurt while you're in there. I mean, you're already taking that apart, so I mean, you're basically not going to be paying any labor for that. But Cedar Progressives is by far one of the top sellers.
But you won't need them, and with the shocks, if you got adjustable ones, it's gonna suck because if you're not used to adjusting your shocks all the time, depending on what you're doing, if it's street, if it's drag, if it's track, you're gonna struggle.
Right.
Because remember when I had my Caltrack shocks on, it was terrible on the street when I was driving because of the setup that I had, but then on the drag strip, well,
Yeah, I mean,
we were just testing. We didn't have enough time on it.
Right.
But
Time on task, man. We didn't have that much time, but they're still here, and you can still put them on the new build.
Yeah,
so.
I think I'm gonna put them on Friday.
Yeah.
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 Because
Or
Cordy was like, I could
put
just
them
do.
on when you.
No, I'm not. I can't wait. I'm itching to
Oh,
add something on
Lord.
the car. Now that the fuel system's here, I was like, I have to put something on the car.
Right.
I think I'm gonna buy Posi locks from.
We have some.
It's for Josh.
Oh.
It's on his car. Because I asked him when he first copped him, I was like, "Yo, like, who's this for?" He said, "For the RTR," and I was like, never mind.
Yeah, the RTR will be back soon.
Hopefully, bro. We need that car out there.
It's gonna be back soon. Everything is here. Just gotta get some lifts clear. Yeah, Evan's car up there getting a Calimer Stage 3 with
Vengeance.
a Vengeance clutch. Stage
Dude,
3.
2.3 injectors going to 2.0 EcoBoost. My guess is no. I mean, there's gonna have to be something different.
Okay, Justin. So it is in your mailbox, brother, or what? Because we all signed that package. I did respond to your email. Are 373 gears too steep for a 10-speed eco?
Not at all, actually. I mean, it depends what you're doing. So if you want to do roll racing, you're not gonna enjoy them whatsoever because those cars die up top anyway. So you would need like 355s, 331s, 315s for roll racing. But if you want to do dig racing and just occasional driving, 373s are gonna be perfect. I had them in the GT and they were just rowdy down low.
Yeah. I'm a fan of 331s. It's a good in between.
For sure, that's what I have on the GT too.
But it's all I've had, so I'm kind of biased.
Yeah. Oh, you want me to speak up?
You're good. It's great, by the way. You guys look great.
Yeah.
Sound great.
Okay.
Everything's good.
Good, brother. Good.
Energy.
Oh, little gat.
It's 4:20 in the afternoon. He's talking about energy.
You know what John said?
Give me Mr.297 off a dig. You don't want it, bro.
Ooh.
I could still give you the hit off the dig and, you know.
Damn.
Yo, Bobby, I'm missing my catch can and one-way breather tank. Am I getting that soon?
You should be.
Hold
bro,
on.
I'm sure.
Let me just.
Yeah.
check the tracking.
Yep, it is on the way.
Yeah,
boss.
it's on the way.
If the order is fulfilled, man, yes, it's on the way. UPR does.
Boy,
take
you
some
gonna be
time on
spinning
tracking,
like a
but-
motherfucker. Bro, you know about me. I'll win even if I'm spinning. You know me. I don't care. Ooh, Boostinbobby.
Oh, shit.
Who hacked your account,
I
bro?
don't know, bro. Y'all got all my accounts, to be honest.
That's crazy. Yeah. Okay.
What's up, Mom?
Mom is in the chat. All right. Watch your language.
All right.
Watch your language.
Chill out. Rick, put it away, bro.
You good?
Yeah, good.
Oh, Rick wants to join. He's like, all right, give me the thing back.
Much love. See you
Much
Friday.
love. We'll see you Friday. Is NX2 better for the engine and why? Yes. Okay, any upgraded turbo is going to be better for the EcoBoost engine just because they suffer from the low pre-ignition, what's it called? LSPI, yes. So basically, once you move that RPM, once you basically move the boost at a higher RPM, it's less stress on the engine. So when you go with the NX2, BNR, Precision 62, like Mr. Big Bob right here, then basically it's just safer on the car. But if you are looking for a drop-in turbo, I 1000% recommend the NX2. I know Rick is BNR fan. I have nothing against BNR. I just haven't seen them perform the way I expected them to. So far, I'm still going to stick to the NX2. I'm not a big fan of horsepower numbers. That doesn't really affect me. That doesn't really do anything to me. So for me, I need to see results on the street, on the drag strip, and so far I haven't seen any BNR cars.
What's the most power you can get out of a 2.3 before having to build the engine?
420.
I'd say 420. I mean, Ryan had me turned up for a while.
But it's different.
But I knew what I was in for, and I had a motor on the side because of that. Also, back to the NX2 BNR thing. I like the NX2. Actually, let me reiterate, I love the NX2.
Yeah.
I had that on my car before I had the 62, 66.
Yep.
But to be transparent, the BNRs are always in stock. They are shipping fast. They are cheaper. The customer service is far superior. So those are some things just to take into consideration because, unfortunately, you can order an NX2 today, and it can ship tomorrow, or it can ship within 3 years.
But I'm not going to lie. Performance,
For sure.
So NX2 and then all the other stuff.
For sure. I mean, regardless whether you get an NX2 or a BNR, you have to, relearn the car because boost is going to be hitting at a way different pace.
Yeah, because I drove a BNR car and it was on 93, and it really impressed. Like I was impressed.
Yeah.
The only reason why I said I still pick NX2 is because I just
Kunz's car?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we fully dialed it in and I drove it, and I don't know if you guys saw my reaction now, but I was like, whoa, okay. Like for 93, that was pretty freaking good. That's a question for you.
Well, the hard lines are missing the barb. I'm going to have to call the post office. Just shoot us an email, man. We'll get you taken care of, brother. What's your guys' labor to install an NX2? I think it's like 500, 525, something like that.
I'd say budget
Shoot me an
650.
email. Yeah.
Budget 650.
Can't see your face.
And if it's less than 650, then boom, you won. If it's 650, then you already prepared for that.
Yep.
It should be less, but just to be safe.
I see good old Kinsella's in here. Kinsella, your motor has been picked up and is headed back to the headquarters in Tennessee, brother. So we'll get moving on yours.
Why are you touching my leg, bro?
Oh, my...
I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Do it.
4K.
Whoa!
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Unix_eco said Bobby King.
Bobby King.
Hey.
Nightshade 50. What up? What up?
Can you use this instead? Of the water?
Yeah, I guess I could. You don't like the water,
We'll figure
baby.
it out as we go. We'll put little shit here and there that car related or whatever. Did you open it, Bob? Just mean you'd open it?
Yeah, I just got carried away.
Alright.
Sorry. What up?
Mr.297, that shirt. Yes, sir. Thank you.
George, you off work, bro? What you doing?
Of course he's off work.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You work tomorrow, George?
I'll be watching y'all. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, sir. Alright, let's get some questions going. What's up? Y'all got any questions, bro? Why don't we talk about the whole lethal performance and beefcake racing thing? I just kinda, just from... Thank you for the first official mod to my new S650. Appreciate it so much. Brother, we appreciate you, and it sounds amazing. I'm really glad you were able to bring it over.
Yeah, man. Beautiful car. Congratulations on the ride, man. I'm sure you're going to love it.
Back to the lethal performance thing, bro.
That's sticky
Lethal
icky,
and
bro.
beefcake. It's sticky icky, but we're gonna say what we read and what we saw.
Right.
The fact that Lethal Performance came out with a whole blog post. They sent an email for the new Whipple for the 2024 cars with their Black Friday sale.
Yeah.
And Beefcake Racing took the same advertising and they just literally just copy pasted it. It was even so bad that someone screen recorded it. When you click on the Whipple, like in the picture,
right.
It literally sends you back to Lethal Performance's website.
Oh,
like he didn't even try to again, I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I haven't really looked into it that much.
Me neither, but I was
but
inside.
I have heard a lot about it.
I was inside and
so.
I was like, okay, hold on. Like, I understand if you wanted to use some of the stuff and maybe get an idea, but you using you didn't even link it to your own website.
Yeah.
You couldn't even link it to your own website. I don't know, man. I think that's pretty crazy.
Is oil temperature an issue on the EcoBoost? On my swap, I had to reduce oil pan volume. Wondering if I'll have any problems with less oil volume. What do you mean less oil volume, brother? I mean, usually when you go to a built motor, you get more oil volume.
Yeah, why did you have to reduce the oil pan volume at all?
Yeah.
Okay, alright, this might sound stupid, but does turbo flutter hurt your turbo? Yes.
Yes. That's why we recommend the race port, which is what this is, rather than the compact shorty with the stock charge pipes and stuff of that nature.
Yeah, we gotta be.
You're right.
Yeah. Up.
You're right.
All right.
But yeah, I mean, I had turbo flutter. I mean, when I first got my car, it had the NX2.
You blew your blow-off valve.
I blew my blow-off valve off.
Yeah.
I had the NX2 paired with the CD
I gotta
stock style charge pipes. Yep. With the compact shorty, and I was hitting so much pounds of boost that my blow-off valve would blow off, and I'd have a vacuum leak. And
okay, what's the best Coyote tuner in the game? Let me tell you, bro. Hold on.
Spell it out for him.
Lund. Lund Daddy tuner. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what it is. Listen, Lund.
Oh shit. It's a swap. How to modify the pan to clear the rack, in opinion. What is a swap in?
That you shouldn't have.
Yeah, I mean,
if it's an EcoBoost motor to motor, you shouldn't have done any of that.
I agree.
Do you need oil cooler for the Eco on the highway, oil temp? Honestly, I mean, no, for daily driving you shouldn't need it, but if you do track your car and do a lot of driving, it would not hurt whatsoever to have it.
Right.
Ricky wants to install it on his car.
Yeah, we have one here for Rick, actually.
Yeah.
We just haven't got around to install.
And then Josh has it on his car. It doesn't hurt, especially when you're making some power, so it's perfect. So I put the CV Fab downpipe on my Eco. Since then, my car throws smoke out the exhaust, but the car runs fine. It's a gasket issue.
It's normal for the downpipe to.
It depends how long you've had it.
For a little bit. But yeah, I mean, the first week, you may experience a smell and some smoke and stuff of that nature, but that's normal. By the way, I hope you have a tune.
Also, you need a tune to. You need to
get a tune
to run the downpipe. That's number one. And I mean, if you don't drive the car that often, maybe it doesn't have enough time to burn all the coatings and stuff on it.
66
Mustang.
Wow, man, that's unique. Feel free to send us some pictures of that. Maybe we could better answer your questions over.
Yes, sir. Y'all know. So I have the compact, and it gets get rid of the compact. Bobby's car. Once we put the NX2 on it, because I was stock turbo at the time. Once we put the NX2 on, well, actually it came with the NX2.
Yeah.
Once we tuned it and started throwing boost at it, that it just started throwing that blow off, flying in the middle of the engine.
I mean, even before, when I blew the first motor and I was wadding it around the neighborhood, it would blow it off, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Go up one. Old Brian Gardner. I have a compact and it gets a lot of flutter.
Love the content, Mr.297. Thank you, Matt.
That's a lot of flutter. If I get the hardline kit, will I need a tune?
Where's Brian Gardner?
No. That ZX Mustang is Brian Gardner, blah, blah.
Oh, what did he say? Yo, I got a clue again. Oh, yeah. God, no. Thank God we did not read that. I was
Cody.
No. Yeah, Cody's stressing, man.
What did he say?
He said I got a coolant leak again.
I had the car for about a month being full bolt-on. I'm tuned by Ryan. I drive it every once in a while, and I have it daily. It throws smoke sometimes, only when I start. You gotta understand it's also been very chilly lately, so if it's 60 degrees outside or 70 degrees, the car will smoke a little bit.
Right.
But when you drive it around, when you're at lights, is it a lot of smoke or just a tiny bit of smoke?
Right. And also, I mean, do you have a catch can? You know what I mean? That could definitely be
PCV.
Maybe you need a gutted PCV.
Yeah. Which are both on the website. And by the way, UPR has a sale, so if you guys
shout out UPR, the catch can man.
If you guys do want catch
both
cans,
of our cars. What would y'all recommend for performance on a GT350 to push 700 horsepower?
Oh, okay. UPR is 15% off. Sorry.
15?
Yep.
15.
This is not 15.
Isn't it?
I guess it is 1
What
to
would
5.
you recommend for a GT350 700 horsepower? I mean, for
Boost.
me, like, yeah, I mean, of course, boost, but like, what? I would say a Pro Charger just because of the top end, man.
Whipple.
Really?
Yeah, because, bro, just think of it. Manual, every time you shift, you're
right.
in it boost.
Right. Yeah,
'Cause
that's true.
I don't know. That's just
true.
me. PD blower on manual cars, centrifugal, automatic, 10-speed, all the way.
Y'all see the 6.0 Power Stroke swapped S550 at the Freedom Factory. Unreliable as hell, but cool as fuck.
No,
I
we did not.
No.
I have a 2019 GT PP1. I just want a daily with some power. Any tips or ideas? Honestly, save your money. Get an ESS kit. Trust me, you will not regret it. The kit is... You could even get a G2 if you don't want that much power. Kit is under $6,000, and you can make anywhere from like 600 to 800 reel on the G2, depending on the fueling of the car.
Right, but like, before that, if you don't have 7-8 grand to drop, things you will need with an ESS will be headers. You're going to need headers.
Tune.
I would also get a tune and a ported manifold, and
Yeah.
I would lock your MRCs. I would start there.
Ported
From
18,
there, I would
Manny.
save for a blower. Yes, ported 18.
Do not waste your money on a CJ. Do not... I mean, you could get a Boss 302, but if you want
You
some
have to
low-end
cut
torque...
your hood as well if you
Yeah,
get a Boss or
but if you want some low-end torque, 18 plus Manny for sure. Budget build, what, EcoBoost or GT?
Not really any budget there, unfortunately.
He said, yo, I was getting a new quick wait.
I hope not. Did you ever get your axles in, Brian? What's up with that, brother? Need me to bring you apart?
Yeah, I was thinking a Pro Charger or Whipple. I personally would go Whipple just because it's very instant. I know a lot of people
Yeah,
with
I would go Pro
centrifugal. Yeah, I was going to
I would
say,
go Pro Charger. I like the
we have-
sound. I like the way it feels.
for sure.
But to each its own.
What's the best way to get 400 on stock turbo? You can.
don't. Boom.
You can, but maybe a day, 2 days,
Right.
and it's going to blow up.
Shit.
He said, nope, been sick. Well, let us know if we can help, brother. Hope you're feeling better.
Yeah, man. You know we have the tool, man.
For
so
sure.
Just let us know if you need us, brother. We're always in your corner. What's the best way to get 400?
Yeah, I mean,
Stop.
you can get to 400 wheel, but you're just going to put too much pressure on your stock turbo for no reason when you can do an NX2 and just easily on a conservative map get to that number.
Yo, I got a lane,
Lane
and a
and BMP for Mr.
297.
297. Say less. Say less. I think that would be a great race. I think we should do it next to the shop in case I don't come out to BMP, but I know you probably don't like to do it on the streets of Mexico. But if you are, let me know.
Can you get 400 on 91?
Probably not. Safely, probably not. I mean, you would need a big turbo for that.
Right.
Because even on the NX2, I feel like on 93, you'll probably be like right under that.
Yeah.
380.
I mean, like, you probably
Maybe 400?
can, but, like, when you go with ethanol, it helps prevent knock, and when you have knock, I mean,
Could blow
get
it.
a motor.
What?
You jealous?
93.
93.
Listen,
Boom.
700 on 93. Nice to meet you, sir.
Good to meet you, brother. That's soon to change, though, right?
Huh? Oof. Shh. What is this guy doing? Okay.
Bob, you need to get a little closer to the mic, Bob.
Bob, I need to make this hardline kit. I didn't even know that
Okay.
I was coming in here, you know
Get
what I
the-
mean?
Get
What?
LOL Streets,
those-
baby.
Alright, say
I got
bye to
kids.
everybody.
Headphones. See y'all later. Y'all know where I'm at. Bobby at pp-fl.com. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'll
Yes,
try.
sir.
Shh. You guys are too loud. Yeah, Streets, maybe. Honestly, I mean, if you can stop by a shop, we can get a quick little run-in where we do daily
Not
logs.
sure.
Just because I know at BMP, it's very hard for me to drive like an hour 40 away with work and stuff. What do you need for E85 for the Eco then? So on the EcoBoost on stock fuel system, you can run E30. But if you want to run full E85, you would need a HPFP, and actually Nostrum has HPFPs for sale right now. What's the sale on Nostrum?
Yo, what's going on? Nostrum, 10% off.
10% off.
Injectors and high pressure fuel pump. I would 100% recommend them.
Yep. Okay, so I have the UPR catch can. Once I drive off, it doesn't. Once again, sometimes it is a lot of smoke. Ryan told me my main O2 sensor is bugging and replace it. Well, I mean, if Ryan's telling you to replace it and it's bad, I would start with that and see if it still smokes.
I mean, I wouldn't call it bugging. It's definitely a suggestion, bro.
Yeah. Will the Cobb access port without installing a tune void warranty? No. If you don't install it, no. If you don't install it, you
If you
don't.
don't install a tune, no.
Like if you plug it in the car to read your gauges, it doesn't do anything.
But remember, when you do plug in the Cobb on a stock car, it does literally break into the ECU, even if you're not adding a tune or changing anything. You know what I'm saying?
If you don't load anything, then no, it shouldn't do anything. If I upgrade to ESS, any suspension components I'd need prior only have progressive springs at the moment. Are you 10-speed, MT82? I honestly, on my 10-speed, I barely hook, and 40 rolls, 50 to 60, it depends on the weather. So I would most likely recommend vertical links, maybe stop the hop kit. I'm going with shocks, so I'll let you know how that works out. But so far, I just have drag springs, vertical links, and Steeda stop the hop.
And a good tire.
Well, no.
Really good tire.
But, yeah, you still need suspension.
Yeah, no doubt. But if you put a really, Kelly A can attest. Put a good tire on, you should be all right.
With suspension.
Yes, with suspension. As long as you're spinning and you're not going left and right, if you're going straight, it should be Gucci. Someone said, Ricky in the house, what's going on? What's up? What's up?
Okay, my car oil temps, okay. Doesn't hit yellow, only goes on the highway. By any chance, you guys would know what it is?
What's going on?
This car's oil temps start moving from the middle, then start going to the right,
but doesn't hit yellow.
And it only goes in the highway by any chance.
What weight of oil are you currently using?
If your coolant temps are low, that's good. You don't want them to be high. You don't want the car to be overheating. But it depends how low as well. You don't want it to be cold.
Yeah, but it's very, very odd for your oil just to, like heat up to the point where it's almost reaching yellow, but not. And are you just cruising? Are you beating on the car? And it also depends on the weight. If you're using something like a 5W20, which is very, very, very liquidy, the viscosity there is different. It gets heated up quicker. You might want to switch to a 5W40 maybe. So anyway, I heard you guys talking about some lethal and beefcake stuff. I'm
glad I'm talking to a man right now.
Hey,
because he don't want to speak on
that.
How you
doing? What it doing?
So what do you think of the whole situation?
Dude, I think it was...
Do you think it was out of pocket that he copied it? Of course yes.
Look,
but
you can gain inspiration. Like we gain inspiration from Lethal every time.
For sure.
Christina, I had no idea that it was her, but Christina is in charge of everything marketing and website related, which is absolutely great because I can learn from that, and I have. But dude, when you're just gonna copy pasta and not even worry about, not give credit, not give a fuck about the links.
Yeah.
Like
it literally linked them back to Lethal.
What a noob.
Yeah.
Like how new are you to this,
bro? It's not
bro?
even a noob. That's just ignorance.
No doubt.
You're just being ignorant.
Yeah,
you don't even care enough to even check the links where they're leading to.
Yeah. All right. Cody's gonna be fucking hammering on some.
Y'all put 550 in my car since I run E85 all the time. Yes, on higher horsepower cars, like non-stock cars that run E85, we typically like to put 550 in them.
Yeah.
What is the suggested maximum amount of bolt-ons before tuning? So you could do tornado kit, you could do intake, you could do exhaust, and you could do like a UPR catch scan because it technically is a bolt-on.
Yep.
But performance-wise, that's really about it. Once you get into the downpipe area, some intakes you even need tunes for them. The turbo, you need a tune for it. Downpipe, like I said, fueling. So basically just tornado kit, intake, and exhaust. That's it.
And by the way, if you do that and pair it up with the Parker Performance maintenance pack, you put a fresh set of plugs in that thing, you put a nice fuel pressure sensor on that thing, and without a tune, you're going to pick up some horsepower and torque just by opening up that intercooler and that exhaust.
The tornado kit alone is anywhere from 20 to 30 wheel without a tune.
Yep.
So that on its own is pretty good.
From the get-go.
Okay, what you guys think of the Steeda IRS subframe bushing kit for wheel hop?
That's what we use.
That's what we use, but it's not necessarily gonna. It's gonna help with the wheel hop, but you would need something like Steeda stop the hop. You would need like a posi lock, stuff like, I guess that are gonna be more into the subframe area.
Yeah, the IRS subframe bushing is...
Because we install those with the other, we always install those whenever we put springs on
whenever we lower
car.
any single car.
Any car that we lower, we have to put those on. We don't lower cars without this.
Yep, no doubt.
For being full bolt-on, should I gap the plugs at 0.26 or 0.28? It depends. What fueling are you on? If you're on 91, 93, 0.28 is fine. Once you go into the E30, E50, E85 area, you want to go 0.26, 0.24, depending on what your tuner says. Most likely 0.26.
Yep.
If you're on E.
I myself have to bring the car in before we're done. We leave here because I have to re-gap my plugs since I switched to E85.
This guy always...
Yeah.
He's been driving on those plugs with the E85 for like a past week or two.
Yeah. Vibing.
Could have pulled it in anytime.
Vibing.
Anytime.
Just vibing, bro. Yeah, anyway, going back real quick to the lethal stuff.
I just feel like it's ignorant. Like, it's ignorant and disrespectful. Like,
it's absolutely disrespectful. Ain't no doubt about it.
It's disrespectful in a way where, like, you don't even care, and you're just copying their hard work.
I mean,
like,
whoever it was, okay, I can't put my finger on it because I don't know who it is, but they're claiming it's the owner, right?
Which I doubt. I mean, it's not like the owner of Park Performance does the.
That's true.
You know,
that's
so
true,
he has a
100%.
media team or a website team, and
he must have someone who takes care of that.
He would take the blame because he is the owner. Like at the end of the day, the blame goes back to him. He can't say, "Oh well, one of my people did." Well, so you're the
not only that, but the fact that she was able to screenshot every single thing that she saw and compare and say, "Look, like word for word, link for link."
Like even it's just to me like come on, man.
Dude,
like
that's
even
insane.
The link.
That's insane.
Even the link. Like you don't even want to make the sale.
So
like,
by the way, we only have about 1,200 subscribed email customers. Which by the way, if you're watching this, if you want to subscribe to our email marketing, do so. Go to pp-fl.com. Scroll all the way to the bottom. Put your email in there, so you can get our emails and marketing and everything. So we have around 1,200 people. They're a bigger company. Just say that they have double. Call it 2,500 customers,
for
right?
sure.
Maybe more.
At
Maybe
least,
more, right?
At least.
So 2,500 people just received their email, and every single email has a link to Lethal.
Yep.
Free advertisement, by the way.
Oh, I thought you were asking how many people Lethal have. That's why I was like, we're 2,500.
Oh yeah. No, I mean they. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm
for
currently running on a base catless downpipe map from Ryan. I've been running it without a revision for a couple months. Yes, do the revisions ASAP.
Yeah.
Literally, okay, so here's the thing, and that's what a lot of people always get upset about. Ryan sends you a tune Monday. Ryan's revisions is every 3 to 5 business days, he sends you a tune, right?
Mm-hmm.
Every time you send him a tune. He sends you one Monday, he expects it to be, okay, you got the tune, it's already downloaded on the car, and he's getting that log tonight. Whenever you guys keep waiting a few weeks, a few months, it just pushes your name all the way down. So now instead of taking 3 to 5 business days, there's 700 customers that already replied to him today.
Right.
Or replied to him 5 days ago, so he's going to reply to them first. So again, it's just like, if he sends you a tune, he's only trying to make your car run better and healthier.
Correct.
So please, for the love of God, if you're on a base map, do not race the car, do not beat on it, and just wait.
Yeah, send in your logs.
Please. Yo, it's Boost Weather. Let's get a PPFL track day going. You guys film. We want to so bad. It's just the issue is Bradenton's just so far.
Yeah.
Not even so far. It's just like, okay, it's an hour and like 40 away from here. And like our track record with going there and things holding up hasn't been the best. So I don't want to drive an out. Like that's why I was like, let's go run it by the the roads in Mexico around here because I just know that like if anything breaks around here, it's for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But Bradenton, bro, last time I had to stay by the Bradenton gate to like 4 in the morning.
Right? Yeah.
I have PTSD. Probably
not only that, but I mean, some part of that is in the works.
Yes,
we did reach out to Victor. I think we have a good relationship with him, personally and obviously business-wise. So we reached out to him and asked him, "Hey, what does it look like for us to rent the track at Bradenton?" So we'll keep you guys updated.
Showtime Speedway is a decent track instead of Bradenton. No, you can't compete where you can't compare.
You can't compare.
It's just we've tried both, and the results are. Yeah. I went to Showtime and I spun every time. I went to Bradenton and I snapped my axle. Like that just tells you the difference.
Yeah, regardless.
And
Showtime.
It's 8th mile, quarter mile.
Yeah.
Quarter mile, we're able to get roll races in too if we wanted to. Just Showtime's very limited, and with the prep not being good, it's just kind of like we're even limiting ourselves even more. So now instead of spinning half the track and that's it, your race is over. Now you can spin and still have a little bit longer.
A little bit.
Yeah, I would love to run Brian Gardner because like he's Wenger Performance, so that would be nice. Oof. And he's a Whipple car, so he technically should get the hit on me.
Right.
But he's also like mixing, so he's like E to whiny, I think, or something. So and I'm still 93, but hey, my fuel system came today, so you know.
Which one's Gardner? Is that the ZX Mustang?
Yes, sir.
Gotcha.
Well, Brian Gardner with the Whipple.
Yes. What up, Brian? What up?
Next mega meet when that was fire. I remember traffic on I-4. It's about 40-50 Mustangs coming from Orlando.
We were never part of that.
Yeah.
We were never part of that. But
E20, yeah.
Yeah. We were never part of that, but it would be absolutely incredible for us to be able to do that again. I think there's a video that went viral that was like all of the Mustangs going on I-4 going under an underpass, and it was just boom, 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 like all these fucking cars.
I had an axle boost. It's not a common problem per se, but I mean, if you do a lot of digs and beat on the car, I mean, your axles are gonna give up. I mean, especially when you have more than OEM power. Those axles are made for OEM power.
Yeah.
So once you start adding power, you start adding dig racing, you start adding a lot of beating on it, a lot of miles.
Yeah, I mean, your axle's gonna leak. Your
I snapped my axle like straight up, just like that.
You're gonna have leaks coming from your pumpkin.
Yeah.
It's just gonna leak.
I mean, it's just things that you have to. Yeah, it's just things that you have to basically like replace and just keep track of. Brian Gardner said, "Yo, what's up, brother?" Oh, he was probably telling you, yo.
Probably, yeah, because I say what's up.
Yep.
There's like a 5-second delay between the live.
I just realized, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the underpass video.
With
Yeah, it was badass. I don't have it. Like, this was way before my time, I believe. But yeah, we should definitely do something like that for sure. Where are you guys following us or seeing us from? We are obviously in Newport Richey, Florida, here at the Parker Performance Lab. Where are you guys at? Let us know. You guys are in Tampa, Orlando. Are you guys watching us from out of state, out of Florida? A lot of people, maybe. We had a peak of 22 people. Yeah. I hear Jay somewhere. Probably over here.
You know what we should try?
What's up?
Going live on TikTok.
Okay, hold on.
Because listen, I've seen the gains.
People are
and
crazy.
I was like, let's try it out.
Okay, Palm Beach. What's going on, Palm Beach? Yeah, I like that. Okay.
St. Cloud kissing me. Okay.
Okay.
That was near your old area,
It
right?
was.
Yeah.
It was.
Rick used to be.
Yeah, I used to live. Well, I grew up in Kissimmee.
Okay.
So I went to Osceola High School, and
Osceola. Wait, you went to what?
Osceola High School.
Okay.
And Osceola High School and St. Cloud High School were like #1 rivals.
Okay.
Because they were the very first two schools in both counties.
Okay.
So it was yeah. Go Cowboys.
You play football, Rick?
Go Cowboys. No, I was.
What the heck was that?
I don't know.
Gang.
Okay. Okay.
Bro's a gangster. SoCal holding it down for the Ecos.
Okay.
How is it over there? Like, honestly though, like with all the like, I feel like even with us, it's so annoying that we have to like deal with tuners, and they're like,
yikes.
Oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. And I'm like, bro, like, why
Can you
not?
imagine living in a place that says you can't even drive your car?
That's what I'm saying. Like for me, even when tuners are like, yeah, man, like, can't turn check engine lights off anymore. I'm like, who's gonna find out? Like, I'm not snitching on you. Like, who's gonna find out? But like, I understand it from a perspective, like, it's a big company.
Yeah.
They know the risks more than we do. We don't know what it entails. Like, we don't know what records or stuff they can see and what they can't see.
Yeah.
So we're just, as a consumer, we're like, why can't they just turn it on? It's a button. But it's not really a button if it entails more stuff.
From the standpoint of a multi-million-dollar company that does tuning, one person is a liability.
Yeah, could mess up the whole thing.
Well, the whole thing.
For sure.
The whole thing. And they had a big scare.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
everybody had a big scare.
Well, because here's the thing, because they can still, I mean, they can get a warrant and stuff and look through your stuff and be like, well, looks there's no check engine light here.
Yeah, no.
I have no room to do them data logs.
Come on, man. You ain't got no back roads that's straight enough. I mean, you're not gonna be going 150 miles an hour on a fucking back road, bro.
I knew he was gonna say that. You know who will? My guy. I know. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I have nothing against Wenger. Like, I don't have any bad thing that I can say against Wenger. All the other tuners, I have things that I can say because I ran cars against them and like I've seen the results. Him and Lund are just up here. Like, I have to say, he's gotten on the level that he's really up there with Lund. I don't think I'm not gonna say he's not better, but it's just Lund is just Lund. You know, there's just the experience, the history, the everything.
Well, the ultimate customer experience with Lund is by far.
But no, I'm sorry.
Okay, but
Wenger he's right there with it. Like, bro, Jay used to email him tunes at like 11, 12 at night, and he would reply to it
right there and then.
So like
Wenger.
Oh, they be expecting that.
No. To be fair, he did make a post about it and said you guys are taking advantage of the 11 to 12 at night stuff, and it's a Sunday. Okay. And just because I replied to a few of you does not mean that
everybody's gonna get a reply.
Exactly. So like, I know he's great, and I legit have nothing bad to say on him.
Yeah, and I hear you guys are gonna meet him.
Yeah. PRI. I'm very excited. Yeah.
And I'm going to introduce somebody that hasn't been on this podcast yet, but his name is kind of on it. His name is on it.
Here? What you mean? I was here last time.
His name is on the podcast. Am I right?
I was here last time. What you trying to do?
All right. So this is for the live, and this is for YouTube.
Oh no.
Yeah, just slide by, bro.
I just had to hit the smelling salts.
I saw him.
It's
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
It's already 5 o'clock.
We're bringing Big Papa in.
I'm
Big Papa
exhausted.
Pump. My boy, Josh Parker, owner of Parker Performance.
Yo.
Say what's up.
What's up?
Yeah, man.
Just to, I guess, piggyback on what Yusuf was saying about Wingard is like, man, we've dealt with all of the tuners, and we have good relationships with all of them. But, man, it's just like one of those things where it's my personal car, right? And I've had a lot of issues with my personal car. I tuned it myself, and there was all kinds of things. And just the fact that he took the time to make it right and go over the little idiosyncrasies that were causing me issues. And it's a Roush blower, and so the Roush is trouble already. And, man, it was just it was a really great experience for me, and I've only ever had that kind of service and that kind of love from our team at Lund.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We have received similar from Rob Shoemaker when he was at PBD, when he would help me with a bunch of little stuff that we were coming across. And
yeah, I mean,
of course, with Ryan Martin and the EcoBoost, we always get that. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, there's only a handful of guys who really give a shit like that, at least in our experience, that we have great relationships with all the time.
I'm so impressed and in love with the way that Lund has, you know, they've made their tuning service and their
just the whole process.
The whole process. It's like, you know, McDonald's when they figured out how to properly and efficiently make a burger.
Well, you and I spent a lot of time researching and doing business studying and learning about marketing and learning about things. And what I've learned recently about places like Chick-fil-A and McDonald's, it's not so much that they're marketing the chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
What they're marketing is the consistency of that experience of getting that chicken sandwich.
Right.
That's why when you go to every single McDonald's, the flavor is the same no matter where. If you're in Tampa, if you're in Tallahassee, if you're in Timbuktu, the taste of the double cheeseburger with no onion, no pickle is going to be the same. You feel me?
Yeah.
And so it's about consistency. So, like, we get that with Lund Racing. We get that consistency. You have the same guy handling the front end of the consumer ticket. You have the same guys doing the tuning. They have the same vetted files. They understand. And then they have the same two, John Lund and John Lund Sr., who do the actual, you know, data crunching of coming up with the tuning, ethos, if you will, the systematic approach to the way they tune. Timing versus boost versus, all these different things. Those two guys, so they have the structure down. They have the process down.
Yeah, no, they have been incredible. And I don't really deal with them. It's either you, it's mostly Bobby going back and forth. But I see the emails and I see the immediate response. And you don't always get that. You know what I'm saying?
Z,
but
what's up?
It's so reliable.
Hey, Parker. Hey, I've seen you naked. What's up? Unix, what's up, brother? Hey, man, we got your motor shipped off. The fella came and picked it up. God, that was already, was it? Friday.
Yep, Friday.
So
evening.
that one is already headed up to Tennessee. I think we probably already have it delivered there. I have not had a chance to check with Jesse, and I apologize, brother, but we will definitely do so.
Yeah, for sure.
Did you hear about the new Boo-Boo kit for low budget? Yes, and as a matter of fact, we have to wrap with Jesse on that, and we're going to PRI with Jesse, so we're going to be able to learn a lot more about that. If you guys don't know the background of what's going on in the Boo-Boo world, it's changed into the Boo-Boo and the Babu, basically, is we're having issues with Ford running parts out, right? So, in other words, they're discontinuing part numbers. They are making things obsolete. Mm-hmm. And so with the obsoleting and the discontinuation of parts, Jesse and I had a phone call, God, I don't know, probably 2 weeks ago now, where we discussed even potentially EMS casting their own blocks in the future. And it's something that he and I have talked about for a long time, and it's something that Jesse, if you guys don't know, Jesse is he's not just an enthusiast, he's a scientist, he's a published scientist. This guy is smarter, like, as far as people that I know that are intelligent, like, Jesse's smarts is on a whole nother level. And I respect him so much for taking the time off and going back to school to learn and obtain his degree. And anyway, he's able to utilize that skill set in a different manner than other people. And so the knowledge and the skill set that he brings to the enthusiast side of the game is just second to none. Yeah. And so we talk about things like blocks cracking and weaknesses and cylinder head studs that, instead of being 10 millimeter, 12 millimeter, and all these kind of things that to the normal enthusiast or even to the normal performance shop like us, may or may not strike us as an issue, or may or may not come across a problem. Or
sometimes it's like, hey Jesse, can you dumb it down a little bit?
Yeah, can you smart it down for me a little? And so we've discussed, and so basically what we found out is that we're gonna have to buy short blocks already assembled that are full rotation assemblies. You're talking from top to bottom. They're gonna have crank all the way up to the piston, and we're gonna have to take those, buy them assembled, disassemble them, throw away all the Ford junk, then send them off the machine and start from there. So that's a problem. Ford had like 595 blocks originally that were just bare blocks, and then like 3 days later Jesse logged in to try and order them, and every one of those part numbers had changed from bare blocks to complete short blocks. And so Ford literally took every bare block that they had in their inventory and just assembled short blocks.
Right.
So they basically saying, hey, fuck you to the aftermarket, to the guys like EMS who
100%. Go fuck you.
So it is what it is, and so we're looking for solutions and trying to come up with affordable opportunities. And one of the things that, like I discussed with Jesse, is if there's an opportunity to cast his own blocks and make some modifications to the spots that we know are weak and make some improvements to the areas that we could go to a larger head stud, that we could do things where we could push the cylinders a little bit more. And that's the future. And the future's unwritten, right? And we're writing the future every day, like we are here at our own business. EMS is doing within his own business. So we're along for the journey, man. We're excited about it, and we'll see what happens. Unix says, Jesse also mentioned Ford had or still has an ongoing union strike. Yeah, so there is union strike stuff that's also caused issues. Can't you guys build an ST block and go from there? Yeah, so it's both the ST and the TS blocks are having the same problem. So that kind of puts us in a predicament where we may have to go back to 2.3 stuff and sleeve those if you're wanting big power. And like I told Jesse when he and I were collaborating, because Jesse's fear is like coming to market and saying, hey, listen, guys, you have to pay extra to do this, and then people thinking that Jesse's the one making that money.
Yeah.
And I told him, no, we just have to make sure that we educate, because our job here at Parker Performance, and one of the things that we focus on, is educating the consumer and the enthusiast, because if you're educated, you can be empowered to make the right decisions. If I educate you that the 24 millimeter blow-off valve is not going to substantiate when you go to a big turbo, then instead of spending the money on the 24 millimeter blow-off valve, buy the 50 millimeter blow-off valve now. I've empowered you to make the right decision to invest your money correctly so that you only spend once, buy once, cry once, right? This kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And so the reality is this is not Jesse or EMS going, hey, I want to make more money. Let me charge you more. And it's not that. It's literally Ford having taken and turned them into short blocks, so the cost goes up because now they've added a crank, they've added rods, they've added wrist pins, they've added bearings, and so now their cost of entry has gone up. And then when we get the block, instead of it being bare and I can drive it over to the machine shop and say, hey, line hone this, do this, do this. No, we have to now invest the time of a salaried employee to say, hey, take it all apart and do so in a manner that'll leave it perfect so that it can go to the machine shop and be perfect, and then bring it back so that we can then install all the good stuff.
Yeah. By the way, I believe this definitely affects every single company that has been providing a block or a built motor solution for the EcoBoost.
Yeah, no matter who it is, whether it's Mountain Tune, whether it's Tune Plus, whether it's Speed Performance. This is if they're getting their blocks from Ford, this is a industry-wide problem.
Yeah. So it's going to happen, and with
what's up, brother?
Yeah, with the economy looking and heading in the way that direction. I mean, everybody's just scrambling for to try and continue working and making us, providing solutions for that. So. Okay,
the next one down. When ordering an ESS, do you recommend their fuel pump, pump booster, or injector option, or is it not necessary? Okay, so for a 2019 GT 10-speed, we just did this for Yusuf.
Yep.
What we recommend is we would do like an FIC 1000 or an IDX 1050. They're both comparable. Most tuners would prefer an IDX over an FIC. We have no issues tuning the FICs until we get into like the 1400 and above range. We try and stay FIC on the lower end, and then once we start getting into the big fuel, we typically do go to the IDX. But basically on Yusuf's car, what we wound up doing is we did the IDX 1050 injectors, and we did the VMP booster pump, and then we did a DW400 in-tank, and it actually wound up being too much low pressure fuel. So we wound up undoing the booster pump and just running the DW400 and the IDX 1050s. Now he's only on 93, so that's going to be sufficient to get us by for the time being. If you guys follow us on social, you'll know that today he got his 4 Innovations triple fuel pump. And this is one of those scenarios where we did the buy once, cry once thing. Does he need a triple? No. Does he need, a 10 return, a dash 10 feed and a dash 8 return? No. But if we do it now, while we're buying everything now, his cost is only today.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to then revisit it later like I did in my car, where I did the double, and then when I wanted to lean on it more, well, let me upgrade the triple. Well, now I have to take everything apart, ship it all in,
and I have to
I
figure
gotta
out the
sell
whole
it, and
deal.
then figure it out. So to answer your question, I would say make sure you get a good injector, and make sure you get a good intake pump or the booster pump, one or the other.
100%. Now, one of the things that we were thinking about doing today was going live here and then switching over to our other platform, TikTok, doing a live there, and then finishing off with Facebook with probably doing a lot. Just a little bit of everything.
Hit 'em all.
So we've been on here for an hour. I think we're going to call it a day here on Instagram, and then we're going to switch over to our TikTok. So if you're following us on TikTok, we'll see you there. Thank you so much for joining us here on Instagram. Let's fucking head over to
Listen, for
TikTok.
all of y'all, if you don't know, and this is when you support us, like this is us, like this is who we are. There's 6 of us here today. We have 7 because my son's running around. He's on Thanksgiving break. But I mean, we are just car guys who love doing car shit. We love providing you guys with solutions to your problems. We love providing you guys with tried and true products. We love connecting with vendors and educating ourselves on the good products and avoiding you the bad products to bring to you. So listen, I know that you guys that are here that are supporting us, you're here because you support us. So thank you. But tell your friends, right? These people don't need to be supporting these people who are, thieves and stealing from one another. And that's not the MO for success.
Not at all.
So listen, love on the people that love on you. And man, listen, we respect you guys, and we appreciate your time and money and energy that you've invested in with us. And we just ask that you keep doing the same for us so that we can keep growing this thing and going forward, man.
Absolutely. One of the big reasons why we're doing these live is that so you guys can see us.
Yeah,
live.
get to know us personally.
Yeah, get to know us, get to see the shop, get to understand us, and then obviously moving on forward, become a fan, become a consumer, a follower, and then friend, and all that good stuff.
Because kind of what sucks for some of our out-of-state people is like, they don't get to know us. Like, if you take an Elizabeth Coons and a David Coons and their interaction with us here, and then you take, like, for instance, an Adrian Villasenor, right?
Yeah.
He's out west.
Yeah.
His interaction with us is significantly lower. They both love us. They both support us. They both share and recommend people to us and this kind of stuff. But the experience that those two consumers have received have been very different. So we're trying to bring this local, like the interaction of knowing who Rick is, knowing who Josh is, knowing who Yusuf is, knowing our team, knowing our family, knowing us as humans, that level. We want to be able to bring that to all of our consumers who are not here local. And we have been fortunate. We've had some out-of-staters come by and surprise us.
We've had people ship their cars
Arkansas,
from
Illinois, Tennessee. We've had some wild stuff like that.
As soon as they walk in, they're just like, "Wow, this is the place that I've been watching for all this time."
Yeah, and it's just us, and it's just a 2-bay shop, and we just, kick ass as best as we can and work as hard as we can. So, yeah, man. If you are wrapping up here, we will see you guys at TikTok next, I think. Even though I'm in SoCal, I've got a part. Yay, what's up? We appreciate that, man.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, and I just saw Thanksgiving. Yes, everybody, I hope you guys all have a great Thanksgiving with your loved ones, with your family, with your friends, and hopefully you guys have the day off. We're undecided if we're going to be in here on Black Friday because it's Black Friday. Like, how do we take the day off? It's our busiest day of the year.
Yeah.
But by the same token, we might just tell y'all fuck off and we'll see you Saturday.
We'll be here.
I don't know. We'll see what happens, man. Maybe we take a half day or something. So.
No, we'll be here on Friday. Let's go.
But yeah, we'll see you guys over on TikTok. We love y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Next time.
See you on TikTok.
We'll see y'all.
Peace.
Hey, Bill, I'm in the mood for a switch up. I hit the function, hit the rose till I hiccup. I hit the stage and leave with money that say stick up. She picture perfect, so I told him I'm a flick up.